Hey, what's going on everyone, Vasco here and welcome to the channel. So today I'm testing out a new setup, so let me know what you think. Today we are going to make a more casual video about my predictions for the 2021 Imola GP. Or do you mean the 2021 Dell made in Italy? Dell Emilia Romagna. The 2021 Dell made in Italy Dell Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. That's probably what you mean, because the Italian Grand Prix will be at Monza, not Imola, so you need to say that name every single time you mention the race. Let's do it. Firstly, let me give you my top 3 for this race. I think Max Verstappen will win this one with a very large lead, even if the strategy doesn't play into their hands, and I think that Lewis Hamilton will follow in second, and we may see a surprise podium from Sergio Perez. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise, but still. If you were paying attention to the timing screens in Bahrain, one thing that you could say was that Mercedes was still pulling out ahead of Red Bull in the straight, so Sector 1 and Sector 3. But it was on Sector 2 where Red Bull was winning all of their advantage, and this was because of one thing, because Mercedes I think still has the edge on power units, but Red Bull has the edge on aerodynamics. And if you look at Imola, and you can see a map of the circuit on your screen right now, it's pretty much all corners, so it's pretty much Bahrain Sector 2 but on Sectors 1, 2 and 3, and this is why I expect Max Verstappen to still outqualify the Mercedes and still outrace them, because even if Mercedes plays a better strategy, the car advantage will probably come more into part in this race, and Mercedes still hasn't got the time to catch up to Red Bull in its full. And let me explain to you why I think that Lewis Hamilton will come in second, and I think this is because Lewis Hamilton has a wonderful racecraft, and even though I'm not a fan, I'm more of a Ferrari McLaren fan, I think that Lewis Hamilton is the best driver on the grid right now, and that's why I put him into second. But now on the Valtteri Bottas versus Sergio Perez fight. So I think that Sergio Perez demonstrated going from 20th on the first lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix to 5th in the last lap that he's got that Red Bull pretty under control. I mean, last year you saw Alex Albon starting from the pit lane and ending outside of the point, so I think this is a very good effort from Checo, and I think that he will be able, if everything is normal, so if the car doesn't break down, if he doesn't have a crash, if he qualifies on the right tires, I think that he will be able to put that car into P3 in the race, and I think that a podium this early on in his Red Bull career will be amazing. Are you enjoying this video? Because if so, please don't forget to like and subscribe, it helps the channel out a lot. So now back to the video. Now that's the top 3, so let's talk about some more talking points for this race. Something that interested me very much last race and that we didn't see pan out in its fullest was the Ferrari versus McLaren versus AlphaTauri fight, and I think that all these 3 teams have a very good car under them, and I think that they are within a performance window where a certain track with certain characteristics will suit a certain team. So we see that on power tracks it's probably Mercedes and AlphaTauri that are benefited, but on twisty tracks it might be Ferrari. Let's find out, because the Ferrari power unit is really worse than the rest, but not by that much. So if they have a better chassis, they can make up for that in the twisty bits. So I'm very interested, and as someone who has a stake in the game, because my favorite drivers are currently on McLaren and Ferrari and AlphaTauri, so I really am a big fan of Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz and Pierre Gasly, and I'm developing a fondness for Yuki Tsunoda recently. I think that this is a very good fight, and I will be struggling to choose my favorites. And when it comes to the bottom teams, I think that Williams will easily outclass Haas, but I think that Aston Martin and Alpine both have a real performance issue, and that it's really anyone's guess to where they will finish, and even if they can beat the team like Alfa Romeo, which I think is kind of in a no man's land right now. By my predictions, it will be in order of teams, it will be Red Bull, then Mercedes, then probably McLaren, then Ferrari, AlphaTauri, Aston Martin, Alpine, Alfa Romeo probably, but I wouldn't really be surprised if Alfa Romeo beat Aston Martin and Alpine, then Williams, and then finally Haas. And I hope to see a real fight between Haas and Williams, because let's face it, those Williams drivers, they hadn't had a real will-to-will fight in their hands for the last couple of seasons, but I still think that Red Bull will easily win the race. I think that Mercedes will be in second and about fourth if nothing bad happens. And again, I think that the fight between Ferrari, McLaren and AlphaTauri is where it's at and where you need to pay closer attention. So this has been it for this video. So let me know what you think. I can do the technical minded videos like the last one, and I can do more casual videos like this one. So let me know which ones you prefer, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.